here, Stampers, and thanks for joining me in the last segment of the glass ball ornament series. Today we're going to learn how to make the box. Isn't it just fabulous? And you can make them any color. We just use some designer paper and some cardstock. And I'll also show you how to make the cool decorative plastic lid out of a window sheet, so you can have your complete glass ball ornament, box, and lid to give as a gift this season. I also wanted to say thank you guys for all of the notes and the emails and the comments that you guys have left about these ornaments. I am so thrilled that you guys like them as much as I do. Y'all really inspire me. Be sure to visit my website for more samples of the boxes in different designer paper and colors, and also for segments 1 and 2 of the floating image ornament and how to make the glitter glass ball ornaments. So have I teased you enough with these awesome samples? Let's get started. The first step is to take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and today I'm using real red for our example, and to cut it into quarters. So you'll need 4 sheets that are 5.5 by 4.25. My samples all use the scallop envelope die for the big shot. However, if you don't have the die yet or you don't have the big shot yet, what are you waiting for? You can go to my website and I've made you a template that you could use, and you can cut it out with your paper cutter and use the scallop border punch to get a similar effect. You'll take each sheet of the 4.25 by 5.5, one at a time on the scallop edge bigs die. Make a sandwich with your 2 cutting pads. Place your sandwich right on the big shot machine and crank it through. And the die has cut out a perfect scalloped envelope. You'll want to repeat this 4 times. So now we have our 4 scalloped envelope dies. So I'll take the craft and paper scissors and just trim off the right hand side on all 4. You hear that? That's the UPS man bringing my Stampin' Up! Order. Gotta go. Be back in a minute. Whew, that was exciting. I'm back and we're going to finish making the box before I dig into that order. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. We're going to attach our 4 scallop envelope dies with the Stampin' Up! Sticky strip. I'm going to put the sticky strip on this remaining tab on each of the 4 scalloped envelopes. Sticky strip has this protective backing on it, so I'm going to peel that off, and then I'm going to stick that tab right underneath the next scalloped envelope, and I'm going to do that with all 4. So now the 4 are attached, and I'm going to take this last piece, and that makes our box. And then we'll take the bottom flap of the envelope and we'll just fold those up. I've put sticky strip on the underside of the 2 flaps that are on top. So this one will just fold up, and I want that to be reinforced really well so it stays together. And then I'll do the same with the last flap. Stick that down, voila! And then these parts will fold out. I know you're all dying going, that's all there is to it. But really, yes, this is all there is to the box. So now I'm going to decorate the box with some designer paper. This is part of Stampin' Up's Merry Moments designer papers. And when you see the other samples on my website, I'll be sure to list which designer papers I used for those. The designer paper comes 12 by 12. So this is 1 3/4 by 12 inches. And then you'll need a separate 2-inch strip. So I'm starting with the long strip. I'm putting a section of sticky strip right on the end, and I'm going to put it right in the middle of one of the sides. Since all the sides are the same, it doesn't matter which side you're using. And then just lay it on its side here and take a bone folder and just put your crease right on that side. For extra reinforcement, I like to put sticky strip on the sides as well. And then you're going to want to put that crease in each of the sides. And then on this last edge, I probably would have liked this a little bit more to the middle, so when you do yours, you might want to start a little bit over to the left a little bit more. And we'll end it off with a piece of sticky strip. My designer paper didn't land exactly in the right place, so I'm just going to line up the very bottom edge here, because when this folds down, you won't see the top edge. And then I'm going to take some sticky strip along the top edge of each of these scallops to hold them down. And then all you need is a little bit of gift wrap or some decorative filling to put in there. Put one of your glass ball ornaments in there and you have an awesome gift. But wait, there's more. The box is completed. It has that final touch when you add this clear lid to it. Super easy. I'll show you how to do it. I have here an 8.5 by 8.5 medium-sized window sheet from Stampin' Up. And the window sheet is clear. I just left the tissue backing that came with it there just so you can see it on the mat, because otherwise it's pretty invisible on the camera. These are the same window sheets that we use to make the Dasher glass ball ornament. So you'll want the paper cutter with the scoring blade inside it. The orange blade is for cutting, the black one is for scoring. You're going to go 2 11/16, and you're going to score on all 4 sides. And when you're done, your window sheet looks like this. And you just take your favorite scissors, mine are the craft and paper scissors, or the paper trimmer, and trim out the 4 corners. And then you want to just take your bone folder, you want to reinforce those score lines. And your lid is pretty much done. Now you just need an anchor on the 4 corners to keep them together. So what I've done is I've got a window sheet and I've put 4 strips of sticky strip there. And if you want them all the same length, just cut just like that. I bent this. I'm going to take the protective backing off of the sticky strip and I'm going to stick it to the very bottom edge of our box. And that's going to keep it together. And that's going to be hidden down in the box so it won't be seen. And you want to do that on all 4 of your corners. So here's the last one up close. I've got a window sheet with sticky strip on top and the red protective backing. I'm going to peel the red protective backing off of and attach it right in our corner of our box. And when that's attached, our box lid is complete. This slides perfectly into the box base. And now you have this fabulous gift and gift box. I hope you've enjoyed this series on the glass ball ornaments and on the decorative gift boxes. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Join me again